What's going on, people? I'm Trayvon Miles.
And I'm Haley Mylon.
And this, of course, is the Delmarva Sports Insider. Coming up in just a bit in tonight's episode, the Pocomoke girls basketball team on a roll, looking to take their third consecutive regional title.
And the SU Seagulls made it into the NCAA tournament. We'll fill you in on their tourney run.
That's right, and the Stephen Decatur Seahawks really wanted that 3A regional title. Highlights from their run this week coming on up. Thanks for joining us so much. We got so much to get into, as we always do. Basketball is full steam ahead right now. Since we got so much to get into, we're going to start numerically, if you would. We're going to start in the 1A in Maryland. We'll get to the 2A, and then we'll get to the 3A. In the 1A, we had a bunch of rivalry games on Tuesday in the sectional finals. Pocomoke went to take on their rival Washington in the game. Dorian Stevens right here hits a three from the corner. But Pocomoke, fresh off that run against Snow Hill, they knocked off the 1 seed, and they would be doing their thing in Princess Anne. Brandon Townsend getting the putback right there. A little bit later, Keontae Nutter, actually that is Tyler Polson through traffic right there, but this guy is the one that did it for Pocomoke all night long. Tyrone Matthews, coast to coast for the layup. He had 28 points, but check out Stevens, a pass to Sproul in the corner, and he hits a long three. But Tyree Thornton would put this game away for good for the Warriors. He gets the layup and the and one. Pocomoke goes in and takes the section after sleeping all year long. They win it 80-71.
All right, and Kent County hosted Cambridge South Dorchester. Daquan Fare with the ball in the fast break. His shot, no good, but Trey Boardley finishes for CSD. Then Kent County gets to work. Shamar Turner with the long pass to Takai Kolk for the layup. Then Boardley trucks his way into the paint and gets two for the Vikings. Yeah, he's
awkward player.
Yeah.
Weird long steps there.
Kent County was dominant. Turner gets the steal and takes it to the other side, and he scores the game winner. That one's good for two. Kent County wins 81-61.
All right, so that brought us to the regional final as defending champions Pocomoke. They won the region last year, and they traveled to take on Kent County today in a great game. And check this out, Pocomoke driving, stripped by Shamar Turner in his ponytails. He comes up with the steals. He goes the other way for 2 points. Later, check it out, the Warriors denied at the rim. Turner again speeding up the court, and again he is to the rim. I promise you that was not the same highlight. Later, Marquand Green driving. He's going to find his man Takai Kolk in the corner. He knocks down the three. Remember, Kent doing this without Manny Camper, their best player, still out with an injury. Brandon Townsend still there inside for Pocomoke. He got the job done inside. Later, Tyree Thornton missing a little bit, but there is Townsend again. But how about what Kent County did today? Pocomoke would try, but Kent County wins their first ever regional title, 77-69. They are headed to the Xfinity Center, and you have to believe that they are so excited, doing it without their best player, Manny Camper, who's been a staple in the 1A and who has been dominant. And we said if Kent was going to be making it up there, 2 states, it was going to have to be because Manny Camper was going to have to be brilliant. They proved us wrong today.
He didn't have to put the team on his back, but the glue was just there, held them together, and they had a really, really strong season.
Yes,
but
and I'm surprised
we saw flashes of that, aside from Camper, at the beginning of the season.
Yes, we did. They had some young pieces. We'll have to see what they do when they get up there to Xfinity Center. That's a different beast, all right?
Oh, yeah.
To the start of the 2A playoffs, after knocking off North Carolina by a maybe buzzer beater, I'll take it, right? Y-High took to the road on Tuesday to take on the 1 seed Kent Island, and they would just be getting started. Devontae Dixon rocking the long sleeves there in Kent Island. Must have been a cold night. He gets the floater through traffic, but Kent Island would respond. John Van Wee, a very sneaky good player for the Buccaneers. He gets inside and gets to the rim for 2. Y-High would lead by 12 at halftime. They come out of halftime shooting the rock. Keyshawn Marshall from 3. He had a nice game this one. Nice ball movement from Kent, though. Dallas Miller is going to knock down the three-pointer. He does that all the time for Kent Island. But they could not contain Y-High. Marshall on the fast break. He has 2 more points right there. They just run away with it. Devontae Dixon, check him out with the great ball control in transition. I don't know what happens.
You can't stop him.
It's got to be the sleeves, right? Got to be the sleeves. Gets all the way to the rim. He had 23 points and 2 sleeves. Y-High puts it away, 80-66.
He knew he was going to be getting some goosebumps. Easton went to Parkside, and it was tied at 28. Jahia Brown gets 2 there on the transition for the Warriors. To the other side we go. Paul Morgan Jr. gets the feed. He lays it in.
Little guy.
Yeah, and then but don't count him out. Then a few minutes later, he goes from deep. He does it all, Trey. He had 18 points on the night. How about that, right? He got them ups. Ryan Farr was on point for Easton. He pulls up and hits the tray in transition. Yeah, and then shortly after, he does it again. He hit 3 triples on the night for the Warriors. Morgan back at it, so speedy, working around the D and getting the lay-in. And Parkside stuffs this thing. Raekwon Williams with the 3-pointer. The Rams with a big 65-61 win. They'll face city rival they did face city rival Parkside this week.
That brought us to the sectional final where the rivals would take on each other, Y-High and Parkside. And I tell you what, Parkside got off to a very fast start in this one. Paul Morgan, still fast. Fast does not lie. All the way down the court for the layup right there. Third quarter, Y-High would be down 7. Matt Lowe, check him out, getting the offensive board, running the trailer, and he's going to put it back in for 2. They cut that lead to just 5. Parkside would be working the ball around the perimeter. They set up Daquan Beatty right here in the paint, and he is going to knock down the jumper. Y-High would be down by 5 still. John Taylor doing a little bit what he can to get into the lane, and he is going to go and get 2. Dang. But Parkside at home, and they really use that home court advantage to their advantage. Paul Morgan, one more time, just driving the lane like he's 6 foot. Yeah, right. All 5'3" of them.
No fear.
And he had 18.
5'6".
And the Rams win it 71-69. That put them in their first ever regional championship. And as of right now, as of halftime, they were leading Hartford Tech 31-28 all the way up there in Hartford County. So we'll see if they can hold on and make their first ever appearance at the state championships.
Now, safe to say, although they knocked off your Indians, you're still pulling for Parkside, right?
Oh, of course. It's the shore over everything.
Right. All right. So Stephen Decatur getting the tournament started. They started off against Hammond earlier this week. Gary Burdell gets a steal in the front court. He dribbles, drops it off to Kevon Voiles for 2. And then Jerron Johnson gets a steal. He kicks it to Voiles for the layup. The Seahawks got out to an 11-0 lead. But when Hammond did get across half court, they still didn't see great results.
Give me that.
Big block by Churchill Bounds. Decatur led by 14 at the half. Second half, Decatur still running. Voiles, deep outlet pass to Burdell, who lays it up. Fast break. Demon Mills passing to Voiles for the layup. Voiles finished with a game-high 26 points, and Kaveh Luma, the big guy, didn't play. He rested that injured ankle. He was sad to be on the bench, but
they won, right?
Yeah,
64-37, which led to today's matchup. Indeed. You can bet your bottom dollar that Kaveh was playing in this game. They played against Wild Lake. Wild Lake, the 5 seed in the region, looking for another upset, but Decatur was not having it. Their big man was back tonight. Kaveh Luma inside, making his presence felt early. And then check out Kevon Voiles. He hits the 3 on the curl. These guys had 10 apiece at the half as Decatur had a lead. But check out this sequence. This shows just how bad Decatur wanted this game. Just scrappy defense down on the defensive end. And on the offensive end, Voiles going up, cannot finish the layup. But one of the littlest guys on the court, Tajim Woodland, going to get the putback.
Man, he got in there.
Time out, Wild Lake. Decatur's crowd going crazy. And how about it? 65-55, the second straight regional championship for Decatur. They, too, are headed to Comcast.
We're not surprised about this one, though. We kind of called it at the beginning of the season.
Yes.
Now, on the ladies' side of things, the Stephen Decatur Lady Seahawks faced Appleton at home this week. They were looking to keep their season alive in the 3A, and Appleton would get to work right away. Ryan Jones weaves around the Seahawks defense and gets the layup. Stephen Decatur in a hole early on. They got to get something going. Savannah Schultz passes to Chloe Sass. She hits the fadeaway jumper. It's 25-6. Appleton at the half. Then Francesca Vigras works her way through the traffic, makes the layup to make matters worse for the Hawks. Now, they were really battling to get some offense. Grace Bars gets the bounce pass and nails a baseline jumper, but it just wasn't Decatur's night. Kayla Beckwith, wide open, gets the pass in the paint, and this thing is over. So was Decatur's season. They fall to 22.
So how about two more Bayside teams facing each other in the 1A East Section Final? Pocomoke hosting Washington. Tiara Thomas driving. She's going to get the foul and the layup to go. But Denasia Roberts here pulling up. She's a 2,000-point scorer by the time her career is over. Thomas going to get the steal. Ajay Kellum going to get the putback right here for the Warriors. And then check out Anaya Holden. She's going to get the pass in transition. She draws the foul. And then Denasia Roberts, she knows how to do that as well. She's going to draw the foul and get the and one. But Pocomoke came out in the second with a vengeance. Kellum going to sink a long three right here. She had 11 points on the night, and the Warriors capped off a 16-1 run with the Pequan Johnson layup. Pocomoke winning 54-46, defeating their rival. And actually, they defeated Cambridge yesterday to win their third straight regional title. How about it? They were talking about they were supposed to be rebuilding this year after losing so many great players on that team last year. And here they are. Coach Zimmer, congratulations to you in his first year. Back at Towson Arena over there in Towson and playing for another state championship maybe.
Yeah, just keeping it in Pocomoke, but congratulations to them.
Exactly. All right, and when we come back, we are taking things now to Delaware. Woodbridge at home on upset alert, dare I say. Stick around to find out.
This is Coach Dave Byer, head coach of Parkside High School, here watching Delmarva Sports Insider.